Hello and welcome to the class of fluid mechanics. This class is the continuation of the previous class in which we have solved the questions from the topic flow through pipes. So, and the related theory, what are the losses and which types of losses are there in the pipe flow, we have also studied in the previous class. So, just let's start this class by these questions. Question number 11. So, first of all, read the question properly. So, in the question, it is saying that water flows with a flow rate of 0.3 meter cube per second through a pipe AB of 10 meter length. Okay, so we can say the length is 10 meter. Okay, and discharge is zero point 0.3 meter cube per second. Okay, and of uniform cross section area. Uniform cross section means this discharge will be same as per continuity equation. The end B is above end A and the pipe makes an angle 30 degree to the horizontal. It means the pipe will be like this only. This is the pipe and the end B is above. So we can take this is as B and this is as A. Okay, and this length is what? Length is 10 meter as given in the question. 10 meter. Okay, and this pipe is making angle 30 degree. So first of all, we can compute the elevation distance. Okay, if this if we take as suppose this is O, so if we take OA as a datum line or reference line, then we can say the datum head of B with respect to OA, that is reference is what? This length OB, and OB is what? Sine theta sine 30 degrees is equal to OB by AB. So if we sine 30 is 1 by 2 and OB is what? OB we need to calculate and AB is what? 10 meter. So we can calculate OB as 5 meter. Okay, so this we get the elevation of B. Okay, now for a pressure of 12 kilonewton meter per square at the end B. Okay, so here P is equal to what? 12 kilonewton per meter square at B, the corresponding pressure at the end A. So we need to calculate the pressure at A. Okay, so this is very simple question. Just apply the Bernoulli equation. What? This PA plus ZA plus this PA by rho G by VA square by 2G is equal to what? PV by rho G plus ZB plus VV square by 2G. So this is the Bernoulli equation for ideal fluid. Okay, so here we are assuming this fluid is ideal. Why? Because in this question there is nothing mentioned about the losses, and also this friction factor and the other coefficient related to the minor losses is not given in this question. So we may assume that this is the case of ideal fluid. So for ideal fluid, this is the Bernoulli equation. So here we can say this VA square by 2G will be same. Okay, this VA square by 2G and this VV square by 2G will be same. Why it will be same? Because it will be same. Why it is same? Because in the question it is written that uniform cross section area means this area will be same. Correct. This cross section area will be same. Then if we apply A1 B1 equal to A2 V2. So since A1 A2 is same, so obviously B1 B2 will also be same. So that's why this velocity head will also be same. Correct. Now further we can write this this equation as what? PA by rho G, or and here this ZA we can in this question we have assumed that this A as a datum, so this will be 0. Okay, so here we can write PA by rho G is equal to PB by rho G plus ZB. Okay, further we can write PA is equal to PB plus ZB into rho G. Okay, so here PB is given, this PB is given in the question, that is what? 12 kilonewton per meter square, at the end B. Okay, so here this is 12 plus ZB. What is the elevation of B with respect to this datum? Here we have already calculated. This is 5, and rho G. Rho G is what? This is the what unit weight of water. Okay, this is mass density into G. So it is as unit weight of water, that is 9.879. 9.879. Okay, so just calculate it, solve it, you will get the pressure at end A. Okay, so quickly just calculate it, you will get this PA as 61.4 kilonewton per meter square. Okay, so the answer will be option number D. Okay, so option number D will be the right option for this question. Okay, this was very simple question related to the basic, the very basic concept of the fluid mechanics, that is Bernoulli's equation. Okay, so just proceed to the next question, question number 12. Okay, so first of all, just read this question. What is the question? A single pipe of length 1500 meter and diameter 60 centimeter connects two reservoirs having a difference of 20 meter in their water level. Okay, so this is length, okay, and this is diameter D. Okay, connects two reservoirs having a difference 20 meter, means total head loss is 20 meter. Correct. Now this pipe is to be replaced by two pipes of the same length. Okay, length is same. Okay, length is same and equal diameter D, and diameter, the suppose this is the first case, this is the reservoir A. Okay, and this is reservoir B. Okay, initially it was connected through a pipe. Okay, length L and diameter D. Correct, and the elevation head del H is what? Del H is 20 meter. Correct. Now in the second case, this reservoir is same and head difference will be same, but this is connected by two identical pipes. Okay, what does it mean? Two identical pipe means is what? This length is same. Okay, this same length. So initially length is what? L. So in the next case, length is also same, and the equal diameter D means this is having D and this is also L and D. Correct. And head difference is already, since reservoir is same, A and B at the same place, so this del H will be same 20 meter. Okay, now come to this question. So D, to convey 25% more discharge. Okay, so here if this Q was, suppose Q1, this Q, suppose this is Q. Okay, so here this, after replacing this pipe, single pipe with the two identical pipes, here what is Q? Q becomes 125%. Okay, 125% Q. Okay, here the discharge in B as 125% Q. Why? Because in this question it is written 25% more discharge. Correct. So here 125% of Q. So we can write as 1.25 Q. Correct. In the discharge B. Okay. As compared to this initial cases. Now, since here there are two pipes and both the pipes are identical. So if we take the discharge through pipes, then we can say this is giving this. Suppose this is Q dash. Okay. So this will be what? Q dash by 2, and this is also Q dash by 2. Okay. Then only this reservoir B will get as Q. Okay. Total discharge Q. And since this the total discharge is 1.25 Q, so we can say that in a single, for a single pipe, this Q dash by 2 is what? That will be 1, this Q dash by 2 is equal to what? 1.25 Q by 2, and it will give you what? 0.625 Q. Okay, got it? How we calculate this 0.625 Q? As because there are two pipes and both the pipes are identical in nature, so it will discharge the same quantity of water. Okay, so as we know, in this reservoir B, this total discharge is 25% more than the discharge as the previous cases. So we have assumed in the previous case it was Q. So in this case it will be 25% more, that is 1.25 Q. And since there are two pipes and both will give the same quantity of discharge, so we can write that for a single pipe the discharge will be 0.625 Q. Okay. Now If the friction factor is assumed to be the same for all the pipes, what will be the value of D is approximately equal to which of the following option? Okay, so we need to calculate this diameter D. Okay, and this D is given. This D is given. How much? That is 60 centimeter. That is 0.6 meter. Okay, so here the what is the formula for this friction loss? That is HF equal to F L Q square by 12.1 d to the power 5. Okay, so here we can see that this HF is what? HF is the head loss, and we know the head loss is 20 meter. Okay, so for HF, okay, HF and friction factor is already same as mentioned in this question. HF is friction factor is same, length is also same. Okay, so for HF, F and L to be constant, so we can say that Q square by D to the power 5 will be constant. Okay, so we can write Q1 square by D1 to the power 5 is equal to Q2 square by D2 to the power 5. Okay, so Q1 we assume that it is Q, and D1 is what? 0.6 meter. So 0.6 to the power 5, and Q2 is what? 0.625, and this is a square. So 0.625 Q square, and D2 is what? We need to calculate a small d and to the power 5. Okay, so just calculate it. Q to the this Q square will be cancelled out, and you will get d as just calculate it. You will get the formula. You will get this value of d, a small d, the diameter of this pipe. Okay, this d will be how much? 0.497 meter. Okay, so it is nearly equal to 0.5 meter. Okay, so in centimeter we can write this is 50 centimeter. Correct. So option number D will be the right answer of this question. Okay, so just proceed to the next question. Okay, so first of all, read this question properly. The circular water pipes shown in the sketch are flowing full. Okay, so this is the case of flow through pipes. Okay, and the velocity of flow in the branch pipe R. Okay, so what will be the velocity in this branch R? Okay, so simply it is a very basic concept. That is what this whatever amount of this Q1 will come, it will be split into two parts. That is Q2 and Q3. Okay, as per this figure, so we can write this Q1 is equal to Q2 plus Q3. Okay, so Q1 is what? A1 B1, and Q2 is A2 V2 plus A3 V3. Okay, area is what? Since this is in circular in shape, so area will be pi by 4 into diameter square. Diameter is how much? 4 meter, 4 square, and V1 is 6 meter per second. Again, A2 is pi by 4 into diameter square. What is the diameter? 4 meter square into velocity is what? 5 meter per second plus A3 again. A3 is what? A3 is pi by 4 into diameter 3. Diameter 3 is given 2 meter, 2 square into velocity. We need to calculate the velocity only. Okay. So just solve this equation. Okay, this pi by 4 will be cancelled out. Okay, so we can you can write here this 4 square into 6 this just solve this equation. You will get the velocity v as how much? This charge 1696 minus this 80 and minus 4. Okay, so just it will be how much? Just calculate this. 96 minus 80, that will be how much? to get this 0.21 meter cube per second discharge. Correct. Now this question, read this question. This is also a very basic question. Okay, read it. A circular pipe has a diameter of 1 meter. Okay, a circular pipe has a diameter of 1 meter. Diameter is given. Correct. 1 meter. And bed slope of 1 in 1000. That is, bed slope is, what is this? S. Okay. And Manning's roughness coefficient equal to 0.01. That is N. Correct. It may be treated as open channel flow, OCF, when it is flowing just full. Okay. The water level just touches the crest. Okay. Now the discharge in this condition is denoted by Q full. Okay. When the flow is occurring full, okay, flow is throughout the pipe, that is then the discharge is getting Q full, designated as Q full. Similarly, the discharge when the pipe is flowing half full, okay, then with a flow depth of 0.5 meter, okay, then it is denoted by Q half. So the ratio, okay, the ratio Q full by Q half is what? Okay. So first of all, what is the formula for discharge in open channel flow? Okay, just remember it, recall the formula. That was what? 1 by N into R to the power 2 by 3 into S to the power 1 by 2 into A. Correct. So here N is given 0.01. R is what? Hydraulic mean depth. Correct. Or S is also given 1 in 1000. And A. Okay. A is what? So we need to, first of all, we need to, when the water is flowing full, for full discharge, okay, for full discharge, or for Q full, okay, what will be the R? Okay, so first of all, this R is what? R is area by perimeter. Correct. So for this area full, okay, so area full will, or you can say, you can write here this R full. Okay, this when the discharge is flowing through full pipe, then we can find the corresponding hydraulic mean depth. That is R full equal to A full. Okay, corresponding full area. Correct. A full by P full. P is what? Perimeter. Correct. So full area is what? Suppose this is the pipe. Okay, suppose this is the pipe. So what will be the area when the flow is occurring through all the pipe or through whole pipe? Correct. So area full is pi square. Yeah, pi d square by 4. Pi d square by 4. Okay, now, and perimeter, what is perimeter? Pi into d. Pi into d. So we can say pi and pi cancel, d square by d cancel. So we can write as d by 4. Correct. This is d by 4. Now for half flowing, for half flowing, okay, or Q half full. Correct. For half flowing, we will get H half. Sorry, R half. That is hydraulic mean depth in case of half flowing. So area half. So what will be the area half when the flow is like this one? Okay, half. This flow is occurring through the half of the pipe. Okay, so pi d square by 4. That is, then pi d square by 8. It will be pi d square by 8. Okay, divided by perimeter full. So pi d by 2. That will be pi d by 2. So what will be this? Pi cancel, d square and d will square and d cancel, 8 by 2, that is 4. That is d by 4 again. So here we can see for both the cases, this Q full, this hydraulic mean depth is also same. Correct. So we can see here that N is constant, R is constant, and S is constant. Okay. So for full, suppose this is just assume this is K constant, K. So K into A, and A is what? Pi d square by 4. and Q half is equal to what? Q half is equal to also K. Why? Because N, S and R all are constant. R we have calculated, R full and R half, and for both the cases R comes as D by 4. Hydraulic means comes as D by 4. So this terms become constant into area corresponding this Q half, that is pi D square by 8. Sorry, pi D square by 4 and pi D square by 8. Correct. So if we find the ratio Q full by Q half, then K cancel out, pi D square by cancel out, and it comes 8 by 4, that is 2. Okay, so here what will be the answer? Q full by Q half as 2. This will be 2 answer. Okay, there was nothing more complicated in this question. This was very simple question, and what based on this formula, that is discharge equal to 1 by n into r to the power 2 by 3 into s to the power 1 by 2. And you can say this is more or less a question of OCF or open channel flow. Correct. So once in the first case we have considered this flow is occurring full, and in the second case flow is occurring half. Okay, and assuming that cases, we solved this question and got this ratio Q full by Q half as 2. Okay, so this option number C, this option C will be the right answer. Okay, now for this question number 18, for a steady incompressible flow through a closed conduit of uniform cross section, the direction of flow. Okay, so for any types of flow, it is asking that flow is occurring from in which directions? From higher to lower elevation, from higher to lower pressure, from higher to lower velocity, or from higher to lower piezometric head. Correct. So what will be the answer? You can many of you have selected this one option. Okay, from higher to lower elevation. Okay, so first of all, what is the, just recall the Bernoulli equation, that was P by rho g plus Z plus V1 square by 2g. Okay, this will be constant. Okay, this will be constant for ideal fluid generally. Okay, so here this terms is called what? This terms is called piezometric head. Piezometric head. Okay, and this term is called what? Velocity head. So always remember in a pipe flow, the flow always occur from higher piezometric head to the lower piezometric head. Okay, so never go for this point from higher to lower elevation. Okay, so always remember the flow occurs from higher to lower piezometric head. Okay, yeah, this option will be the right option for OCF. Okay, for open channel flow, where this pressure energy is this pressure energy is atmospheric pressure for both the points. So this will be cancelled out, because this OCF is also always subjected to atmospheric pressure. Okay, so we can say for point A, suppose this is point A and this is point B, and this is OCF. Okay, this is the case of OCF. Then this here P1, PA and PB will be same as PATM. Okay, then here it comes only ZA and ZB. Okay, from higher elevation to lower elevation. But in case of OCF, open channel flow, but here it is written closed conduit of uniform cross section, closed pipe. Okay, so here the correct answer will be higher to lower piezometric here. Okay, so option number D will be the right option. Okay, now here question number 19, just read it. Read this question properly. What is the question saying? Two reservoirs are connected through a 930 meter long. Okay, this L is 930 meter, diameter is 0.3 meter, which has a gate valve. Correct, there is a gate valve to control the discharge. The pipe entrance is sharp, that is coefficient is 0.5, and the valve is half open and coefficient is 0.5. Correct. The head difference between the two reservoirs is 20 meter, that is total H. Correct. Assume the friction factor for the pipe, that is F is given, and the value of G which we need to take, that is 10 meter per second square for this question, and it is given in the question. G as 10 meter per second square. Now
the discharge in the pipe accounting for minor and major losses. So we need to calculate here is what? Discharge. Okay, find the discharge, that is Q. So first of all, here in this question it is saying the total head loss is due to this frictional loss HF. Okay, frictional loss. Frictional losses is what? That is major losses HF plus head loss due to this entrance. Okay, entrance is sharp. Okay, so sharp entrance, H loss is due to sharp entrance plus head loss due to half valve open. Half open this valve half open. Okay, half valve open. Okay, half valve open. So we know here the total head loss. Okay, how much? 20 meter. The head difference between two reservoir is 20 meter. 20 meter. Now HF, formula for HF is what? F L V square by 2 GD plus whenever you get this sharp entrance, half valve open, 75% open, anything, any coefficient, so the formula is for that minor losses is equal to K as this losses is equal to K V square by 2G, where this K is coefficient of this occurrence. Okay, if this is half open, that take K as the coefficient regarding this half open valve. Okay, if this is entrance is sharp, then this loss coefficient is 0.5. So this K is the loss coefficient, this regarding whatever this loss is occurring. Correct. So here this K for sharp coefficient K is 0.5, 0.5 and V square by 2G. Correct. V square by 2G plus HF, that is half valve open, and K value, loss coefficient value is 5.5 and V square by 2G. Correct. Now the solve it. 20 is equal to F. The value of F is what? 0.03. Length is 930 meter. 930 meter into V square. We need to calculate velocity into 2 into G. Value of G 10 meter per second square into diameter is what? 0.3 meter. 0.3 plus 5 plus 0.5 plus 0.5 V square by 2 into 10 plus 5.5 V square by 2 into 10. Okay, when you solve this equation, you will get velocity as 2 meter per second. Correct. But now in this question it is asking about the discharge Q. So we know Q is equal to area into velocity. Area into velocity, and area is pi by 4 into diameter square. Diameter is what? 0.3 meter square and velocity 2 meter per second. Okay, solve it, you will get 0.1414 meter cube per second. Okay, so this is the discharge, 0.1414. Correct. This is the discharge as 0.1414 meter cube per second, 0.1414. Correct. So this is the discharge for this case. Okay, so this was again very simple question based on the this losses, major losses and minor losses. Major losses is due to friction. Okay, so there are two types of losses, that is major loss and minor losses. Major losses is due to friction. Okay, and the minor losses is due to pipe fitting. Okay, and associated with many cases of pipe fitting, that is when the sudden enlargement, sudden contraction, entry, exit. Correct. Pipe fitting, any obstacles. Correct. So and this all this theory was discussed in the previous lecture. Okay. So if you have not seen the previous lecture, just watch it first and then attempt all this question. Okay. So all this theory associated or related with this losses is well described in the previous video. Okay. So watch that video and then solve all these questions. Then you will able to solve all these questions in a very minimum time. Okay. Now, so this is the last question of today's session, question number 20. Okay. So what is the question saying? A pipe of 0.7 meter diameter, that is diameter is 0.7. Okay. Length is 6 kilometer. Connects two reservoir A and B. Correct. The water level in reservoir A is at elevation 30 meter above the reservoir B. suppose this is the reservoir A. Okay, this is the reservoir A, and suppose this is reservoir B. Okay, this is B and this is A. Okay, there is a pipe from A to B. Correct? Okay. So adjust with the figure. Now, this water level in reservoir A is an elevation 30 meter. That is HA minus HB. HA minus HB is what? 30 meter. Okay. Now, there is a halfway along the pipeline, there is a branch through which water can be supplied to a third reservoir C. Okay. Halfway along means at the midpoint there is again a pipe. Okay. There is a pipe which is going into the another reservoir, that is P. That is C. Okay. That is C. That is C. This is the reservoir C. Correct. Now, there is a branch through which water can be supplied to a third reservoir C. The friction factor of the pipe is 0.024. The quantity of water discharged into reservoir C is 0.15 meter cube per second. Suppose this is Q1. Okay, this is Q1, and this will go Q2, and this is Q3. Okay, this is Q3, and Q3 is what? Q3 is 0.15 meter cube per second. So we can say this Q2 will be what? Q2 will be Q1 minus 0.15 meter per second cube per second. Correct. So this will be discharge Q2, as we can say Q1 equal to what? Q2 plus Q3, and since in this Q3 discharge is 0.15, so we can say the discharge in this pipe, okay, in Q2 as Q1 minus 0.15. Okay, considering the acceleration due to gravity G as 9.81 meter per second square, and neglecting minor losses. Okay, so no need to consideration the losses due to this minor losses. So what will be the discharge into reservoir B? Okay, we need to calculate this Q2. Correct. So first of all, we can say this, if we take this pipe, okay, this main pipe, so we can say this head loss. Okay, head loss is due to friction. Okay, so friction from, suppose this is point A and this is point B, and this is junction O. Correct. So this head loss for this pipe, for pipe AB, we can see this head loss due to HF from A to O plus HF due to O to B. Correct. And this total head loss is already given, that is 30 meter. This elevation difference is 30 meter. Correct. Now for this, for AO, what will be the friction losses for AO? We know the formula. HF is equal to what? HF equal to FLV square by 2GD. This is the question. This is the formula. And since here it is asking discharge, so we can write this HF as what? FLQ square by 12.1 d to the power 5. Okay, d to the power 5. Correct. This d to the power 5 as HF. Okay, this will be your HF. This is the formula for friction losses in terms of discharge. Since it is asking the discharge, so we can directly write this formula, FLB square by 2GD as FLQ square by 12.1 d to the power 5. Now for here, total head loss is what? 30 meter. And for A to A, we can write F. The friction factor is 0.024. 0.024 into length. Length is how much? Length is 6 kilometer from A to B. So from A to A, how much? 3 kilometer. That is 3000 meter. This is at halfway. Okay, in this question it is written halfway along the pipeline there is a branch through. Okay, so we can say this from A to A, the length is 3000 meter. So it is 3000. Now q square, q we need to find, divide by 12.1, and diameter is how much? Diameter is given 0.7 meter diameter, 0.7 to the power 5. Okay, so from here to A to O, correct? This is for AO. Now for OB, okay, for OB, if we write the this friction loss for OB, we can write F is how much? F is 0.024 into length. Length is how much? OB is 3000 meter. 3000 meter into q square, and q is how much? Q1 minus 0.25. Okay, what will be the q here? So 0.15 is discharging in C, so the remaining will discharge into this channel. So q minus 0.15 square divided by 12.1, and diameter is already given, that is 0.7 to the power 5. Okay, so solve this equation, you will get the value of q. Okay, you will get the value of q. How much? Solve it. To solve it, you will get q as 0.0.722 meter cube per second. So this is the discharge, q equal to 0.722 meter square per second, and this q is corresponding to this q1, okay, this AO channel. But in the question it is asking the discharge into the reservoir B, correct? For in the reservoir B, so here we can see the discharge is how much? Q minus 0.15. So the discharge is 0.722, that is 0.722 minus 0.15, and it will come as how much? See, just calculate it, you will get as 0.572 meter cube per second. So this will be your correct answer. Okay, this will be your correct answer. Okay, so for today's it was all about the today's class. Okay, so question number 20. So we today we again solved 10 questions from this topic, that is flow through pipes. Okay, so if we know the formula and concept, and this concept is what? This, whatever the losses in pipe is divided into two parts, major loss and minor loss. This major loss is due to frictional losses, and the minor losses is due to pipe fitting. And in the pipe fitting there are many circumstances like pipe bendings, sudden contraction, sudden enlargement or sudden expansion. Okay, entry from the pipe, entry from the pipe, or exit in the pipe. Okay, when there is any obstacles like valves in the pipe, so that create a losses, and that is very less as compared to the friction losses. That's why they are considered as the minor losses. Okay, and the formula for major losses, that is friction losses, is FLB square by 2GD, and for the minor losses is in a nutshell you can say, actually there are various formula for different cases, and all these formula are described in the previous lecture of this topic. Okay, so for formula just watch that video, previous lecture, and you will get all this formula, and just applying only a few formula you can solve all the questions which is asked from this topic, that is flow through switch. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.